Hello friends, I am going to discuss illustration number 21 of dividend policy, CMA intergroup second cost and FM. Please read the questions here. Okay. Illustration number 21. A company pay dividend per share. A pay dividend, it means it may be expected or it may not be expected. It is depend upon you. It is assumed, I have assumed this is the D1. D1 rupees 2% with the growth rate 7%, G equal to 7%. The risk-free rate of return is 9%. Risk-free rate of return is 9%. And market return means return on the market portfolio. This is 13%. This is a given your 13%. Return as per the market portfolio, this is given 13%. Okay, the company beta is 1.5. Company beta is given 1.50. Okay, however however due to decision of the finance manager, beta is likely to increase 1.75. Beta in the second case going to be increased beta that equal to 1.75. This is the beta. Now find out the present as well as likely value of the share prices after this. So as we know that market price per share P0 is the D1 and market price per that is the K1 KE minus G. In the given questions, D1 is assumed to be 2. Now growth rate, we have growth rate, this is a 0. Growth rate is a 7%. This is a 0.07. Now we need to calculate cost of equity. Cost of equity is calculated in the given case as per CAPM, capital assets pricing model. The capital assets pricing model cost of equity is calculated. Cost of equity. So what is the formula of cost of equity as per CAPM? This is a risk-free rate of return beta RA minus R. Risk-free rate of return. I have discussed this cost of equity as per CAPM in very detailed manner in my concept class. That is the cost of equity in this case calculated risk-free rate of return beta RA minus RF. Here also cost of equity you have to calculate risk-free rate of return beta RA minus RF. All things are same, only beta value is going to be changed here. So what risk-free rate of return, this is a 9% is given here. You write here 9%. Okay. Plus, what is the beta here? Beta in the first case, this is the 1.5, 1.50. So you write here 1.50. Return on the market portfolio, this is given 13%. Return on market portfolio, this is given 13%. You write here 13% minus 9%. And in this way, we can calculate cost of equity. Cost of equity. Here also we can calculate cost of equity. This is a 9%, but beta is going to be 1.75 beta. 1.75. You write here 1.75. This is the 13% minus 9%. This here. What is the answer of this? 13 minus 9 into 1.5 plus 9. This become 15%. 15%. Okay, this become 15%. Here 4 into 1.75 plus 9. This become 16%. So in the first case, cost of equity is a 15%. In the second case, cost of equity is 16%. Find the cost of present as well as likely value of share after decision. Now, calculation of market price per share at present. The P0 equal to D1 KE minus G. D1 already we have 2 rupees. This is 0.15, 0.07. This is 2 divided by this 0.08. So 0.08, 2 divide 0.08, this is rupees 25. Now again, calculation of market price per share at what is given here. Share after the decision, after the decisions, after the decisions, after the decision. How will write? Write the same formula P0 D1 KE minus G. This is the 2, 0.16, 0.07. This is 2, 0.09. 2 divide 0.09, 22.22. Okay, so first you have to calculate cost of equity as per CAPM. Thereafter you can calculate market price. Okay, thank you. Look at here. In this case, first case, cost of equity, risk-free rate of return, portfolio beta. This is the CAPM. Market sensitivity, KM expected on the market portfolio. By substituting this, you will get 15%. Now, value of the as per the models. This is the formula. On the basis of this formula, price, dividend, cost of equity, growth rate. This is 25. Okay, we have also calculated here 25 rupees. Now, however, if the decision of finance manager implemented, the beta factor is likely to be changed 1.75. According to this, cost of equity is 16%. We have already calculated by applying CAPM. Formula is this. This is a 22.22, and this we have already calculated here 22.22. Okay, this question is completed. Okay, thank you class.